Let's talk about the direction of the dollar. Is it all about what happens in Washington right now for the next 24 hours?
Certainly. There's no other game in town other than that vote in the House of Congress, House of Representatives, rather, excuse me, to do with the Healthcare Act. If it passes, it's quite likely that we're going to see a rally in the dollar, and if it doesn't pass, then I think the downwards momentum that we've seen for the past couple of sessions is probably going to accelerate.
Yeah, and then after the vote, and whichever way it goes, how do you break down the noise? Because what we've been seeing in the past couple of days is this angst about whether or not Trump can actually push his policies through. Do you put aside all of that noise, or do you focus on the data, and where does the dollar go if you're focused purely on the data and what the Fed is doing?
Well, that's a good question. I think we are absolutely drowned in noise at the moment, absolutely drowned by a wall of noise. If we try and take a step back for a moment, the Fed is talking about hiking 3 times this year, having already hiked once earlier than many people had expected, and yet the dollar isn't reacting to that. The data are extremely mixed. Right now, they're pretty soft in many places, but having said that, the labour market data still look pretty strong. So that's neutral at best for the dollar, and the Fed should actually be a positive for it. And the wall of noise on politics, well, look, frankly, it's very hard to tell what, if anything, Trump wants to do and what, if anything, Trump will be able to get through. But if there's one central message he has hammered home again and again, and the G20 was the latest opportunity to do that, it's that he's in favour of an untraditional US policy on trade, whereby the US trade deficit is going to be reduced. And if that's the case, I can't see that as being anything other than positive for the dollar. I don't understand what the market's doing if it's trying to sell the dollar on that news. And I think we have to try and look through that noise and understand what the underlying message is, which is near term probably negative for the dollar because of this concern, but longer term actually, very surprisingly, may actually see it bounce from where we are at the moment.